Welcome back everyone to another Happy Gilmore career mode video on EA Sports PGA Tour with Crash Conroe. It is the last tournament before the Masters, the EA Sports Championship at Chambers Bay. Small field here, 64. So I'm guessing this is supposed to be kind of an equivalent of like a World Golf Championship level tournament. A bit more exclusive. But yeah, we skipped the Pacific Championship, which was won by Keith Mitchell in a playoff against Fitzpatrick. God, they got 10 under there. Kind of glad I didn't do that one now. But yeah, we're going to get into this one. And I don't think I did too well here last year. I think the scoring was actually a little bit worse. I think we got like 3 or 4 under, but we were still like top 10 or top 20. Of course, Chambers Bay can get pretty brutal. So yeah, we're going to go there again, though. I did want to do this one again because Chambers Bay is a fun challenge, I feel like. And there are some fun holes. Like the fairways here are solid. We've got all the range in our game now, all that distance. So you know, we should be able to go at some of these. So, was that Harris English in the front there at 7 under? Someone is at 7 under. I also didn't spot what time we're teeing off in the day. Of course, this is a single round tournament, 9:54. So we're teeing off quite early here. So we won't know a lot of the scores from the later players until we take our round. I don't think there's any need to power drive this, just for the little bit extra accuracy. And there you go. Good swing off the first at Chambers Bay. We've won 3 tournaments so far this season. If you are new to this series, guys, we've been putting all of our stat points into power because we're Happy Gilmore, and once that filled up, which was quite recent, we're allowed to put skill points into other stats now, but of course we're leveling up very slowly, so we haven't got many other stat points. We have enough to have the finesse shot at least, which has been quite useful. Right, so this one is uphill. So the greens here, as I said, are very solid. So I don't think this one is going to run back much at all. And there's not much wind. It's 4 to 7 miles an hour wind, so I don't want to aim this too far left either. But I'm just going to hit a 54 degree. Go straight at this one. Anyone notice Happy Gilmore smiling for that first little backswing I did? That was a little bit odd. Good shot, though. It goes a little bit right of the pin. 14 feet for the birdie. Happy Gilmore loves it. Now, I think this one is going to turn to the right a little bit more. This was also the other rule. Once we're on the green, we can't use that overhead grid line to read the putt. We can only do that on approaches. Can we open the EA Sports Championship with a birdie? Oh, it turns off at the end. It was on its way and it just gained a lot of turn at the end there. Unfortunate. But yeah, that rule has made it quite interesting. I feel like if we were allowed to do that, we'd be winning most of these tournaments because I feel like it does make it a lot easier. Yeah, Harris English leads the way. 7 under. It's a par 70 course. As we move on to hole 2, if you're enjoying this series, guys, remember to leave a like on the video and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to try and power drive this one, why not? Hopefully that holds the fairway. I don't really know how much that's clearing though. Definitely not going to land in the fairway, is it? First cut at least. Wow, does it get back out? I don't think it has. It's in the rough. Not too bad. But yeah, on the channel right now, I've got this going. I've got some impossible challenges on 2K23. And also TGC Tours is now back as well. So I'm recording those for the channel. Okay, well, this is a perfect lie. And of course, tailwind, downhill. And the green is downhill as well. So I think this is going to roll a little bit. I know these tend to spin backwards, but I don't think it will on this one. 60 degree. Hope I'm right. I'm right. What a shot. What a shot. And it's that kind of distance where the finesse shot really does come in handy as well. Before we had that, throughout the whole of the first season, it was that range kind of between 50, 60 yards and about 80 yards. It was just such an awkward distance because you got the approach, but the lowest distance on the approach is about 95 yards or something like that, and then it's a pitch, which is a very hard to control shot from that distance, but that's why we get the finesse. And I think this one's going to be a drive instead of a finesse. So this is downhill, a bit of tailwind, so I think an 8-iron is going to get carried a little bit. No finesse here, just a straight up drive. Or quite a lot of underswing though. I mean, in terms of distance, it's not that bad. Yeah, I was thinking that might actually bounce left from there. I mean, that's not bad at all. Comes around a little bit. Why's that guy got his hands up? I think he had a phone in his hand, right? I'm hoping so. Or he's just doing stretches while watching. The morning stretches, because, stretches, sorry. Because we're one of the ones out early. But we're on the third for a birdie. Can we get it? Is it going to keep turning? Oh, it's so close. So close. Just not enough turn. And we're going to tap in the par putt. I don't quite remember how many par 5s there are here. I remember 2 of them. The last hole is a par 5. And there is the other one that kind of plays alongside a very steep hill to the left. Maybe that's hole 8? I'm not sure, because it is a par 70. Maybe there's only 2. This is a beautiful hole, this one. Need to make sure we don't hit this too far to the right. That looks like it'll be okay. I don't think that's got enough hills on the right there to roll all the way down, so that's fine. So we're 3 under. No, we're not. I was going to say 3 under through 1. No, we're 1 under through 3 at Chambers Bay. Now, I think this one is going to be a finesse. This is a very difficult approach, this one. Really uphill. Really uphill, and I do think an 8 iron is the play here. That looks like it's going a bit left. Well, it's made it at least. Now, there are some hills going to the right here. Does it catch those and come down? No, it stays there. That's the thing about this game on these greens. Like, it just doesn't tend to roll like that on the greens unless it is a very big slope. I mean, I don't think this one actually is. This one doesn't look like it's going too downhill. But yeah, it's definitely going left to right. Quite strong, I reckon. But we are here for a birdie. Can we take the chance? Can we take the chance? Oh, it's really close again. Just a little bit short. Just a little bit short. In hindsight, that was a little bit too safe, that putt. Because we saw it wasn't really that much downhill. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into the Masters again after this. Hope everyone else is looking forward to that as well. That will, of course, be a 4-round tournament again. And this is part 46 of the whole career mode, so the final round of the Masters, if we make the cut, will be part 50 of the entire series. That ball has gone way left. Oh, where is that going to go? Is it okay? Oh man, that could be worst case scenario, to be honest. That's in heavy. Didn't even go in the bunker. Okay, well, it's still quite a decent lie, to be honest. Of course, a lot of rough in this game isn't really that punishing, is it? Okay, this might be crazy, but I'm still just going to 50-degree wedge this. Because if it hits the green a bit short, it should bounce down the hill. Well, that's definitely got enough. Wow, the rough did not stop that at all. Jeez, that's still really long.
Just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Alright, well, we're on the green again. Again, it's downhill. I'm not going to quite take off as much as I did on the last hole, but I think this is going to turn left. Can we make one to get to 2? No, that one just didn't turn, really. Only did a little bit, and it has gone a bit by because we overswung that. But the par putt goes in. I feel like we've made every green, haven't we? We've been on the green for a birdie every time at least. But just, we've only converted one putt, and it was the one that was right next to the hole. Alright. Hole 6, another par 4. And all of that extra power we have in our game now. Not doing too much too far to our score. It's been quite similar to last season here. And I went for a power drive there. I just want to close the distance, but that's gone a bit left. First cut's not too bad. We can take the shot from there, it's fine. Interesting to see what the leader is going to finish with here. Is this the one where it's a bit of a 2-tiered green? A little bit, yeah. We don't want to be long. But of course we do want it to get there. 4 to 7 mile an hour wind. Is that 9 iron going to get stopped up too much? I don't think it is. I think we're going to hit this. Little 9-iron approach.
And this is looking really good.
And it is pretty good.
Good approach
9
shot.
feet away. I
Really
feel
got
like
it
this
coming
ball
up.
is going to
So
turn
approach
left
shot,
quite a
just
lot
the
though.
right little short.
These greens, especially when you can't, when that grid line rule, you know, it gets very tough on these greens. Can we get to 2 finally? Oh no, just didn't turn as much as we gave it.
Good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by.
And the putting just not coming in clutch for us right now. We're still 1 under through 6.
Par here at the 6th.
And of course, that par 5 definitely wants something to happen there. Definitely want to get to 2. Finau now 1 shot off English, and he's got 3 holes to go.
The 7th hole, long par 4. It's over.
And this par 4, yeah, this is the one with the kind of raised green, where if you catch the front, it's going to roll all the way back. I think I'm going to power drive this because the fairway actually widens at this distance. It looks pretty good. It's gone mostly straight. Or is it going too far left? That might have a bit too much momentum. Up the hill and into the first cut, but it's probably... Oh, it's rough. But it's probably going to be 100% lie, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Right, so this one we do need to club up, I think, because it's really uphill. Let's get a 54-degree finesse. Get to 122. I mean, it's such a difficult pin. We just need to try and dart this one there. Oh, perfect tempo. Looks pretty good. That should stop pretty quickly. Yeah, goes down the hill. Really good shot again. 9 feet away again. Now, can we take this one? Can we take this one? I think this is mainly downhill. I don't think there's much left to right movement here. Or right to left. I think it's just a little bit. We get to 2 under. No. No, it did turn a little bit. See, I thought we'd hit it in a spot where it was just kind of downhill. Straight up downhill rather than any left break on it. But we were wrong. Happy Gilmore was wrong. Not me. But he just can't get off the 1 under mark right now. But this is the time to do it. Hole 8, par 5. Yeah, I think there are only 2 par 5s here, right, on this course? But this is where we want this power in our game to come in handy. I'm going to aim this quite far right, because if you catch too much of the left slope, it just rolls to the right. Oh, that's not good. I didn't want that to do that, though. Well, it's in the heavy, so we probably can't go for this now. That was the only way I didn't want that ball to go. And unlike every other shot, this one isn't actually a good lie at all. So that's very annoying. That's gone really far left. Okay, that's fine. Oh dear. 136 now. It's playing like any other hole.
Down the fairway. That came out pretty clean, Frank.
Yeah, clean as a whistle. And now
Okay, so it's really uphill. Quite a lot of headwind. I think a 9 and 148 maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. And we'll just go straight at the pin. It's gone a bit right, and it's a little bit short as well. We underswung, which didn't help. And now we have 25 feet for the birdie.
That near to the flag, but still on the green.
And this has been a disappointing hole. And we're going to need a long putt to save it. A long putt for the birdie. Oh, it's so close again. What a save that would have been for the birdie. But we are going to come away once again with a par, and we just can't get it going at Chambers Bay. That was a really bad time to pull out that kind of power drive. The swing was mostly good, but you know, we have no accuracy in our drive, so it's gonna happen sometimes. All right, this one with the really downhill pin.
A fairly lengthy par 3. You know, obviously it's stout, just over 200 yards.
Is 8-iron the club here? I think it was, right? I think it's an 8-iron. I'm hoping it is, because that's what I'm hitting. Finesse 8-iron. That looks a little bit right to me. Oh no, it's... Oh, where's that going? Actually a little bit long. Oh dear.
That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little.
Maybe one club less needed there. This is really uphill now, and I'm pretty sure this is going to turn quite far left. I might be wrong on that, but I really feel like it's going to. Alright, got to give it enough. It's gone past, but it does sit quite quickly. Should be a par from there.
This got there just a little wide of the mark.
No, it isn't. It was turning more than we thought. Oh dear. That's one of the worst misses with the putter we've ever had. I just... Because when that ball stopped and we went up to it, I really thought it was turning the other way. You know, so when it said above, I was like, really? Is it going to turn that way? But it did. So, we go to the back nine, and we're even par. And we're going to need an absolute miracle at this point to win this tournament. I've power driven that, and unfortunately it's gone in the bunker again. I need to put the power drive away this tournament because it's not working out for me. Just this tournament, I don't know, just doesn't seem to be helping us. Gonna hit a little 60-degree finesse, and we've underswung. I need to not underswing these finesse shots, man.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10.
Happy, I don't know why you're so pleased about that. He loves it. At least he's on the green, I guess, but... The birdie to get back to one. Nope.
No, I think he knew it right when it left the putter
nope.
face. Didn't get that far enough out to the right.
And this is for par from the other side. Alright. This is where, like, a lot of these pins, man, it's so hilly right around the pin that just, you know, these short putts, they're not even guaranteed. But we're 7 shots off the lead and we have 8 holes to go now. And once again at Chambers Bay, we're just not getting it done.
Try and take that June out of play, that's for sure in the middle of the field.
What did I say? Put the power drive away. Do not hit it.
They're not really problematic for the player off the tee.
There you go. And that one's gone completely straight.
And then really there's a ridge in the middle of the screen, so you've got to be on the right.
It's actually carried more than I thought, but thankfully it stops. Well, there you go. That's one reason not to power drive, because if we did, it would have been in there, even if we did hit it straight. Okay. So the wind is on our side for this shot. But I feel like a 9 is just too much off it, so I'm going to hit an 8. To about here. Pretty good swing. It's just veering to the left a little bit. Again, that's not my fault. That's not because of the swing. Just because of the lack of accuracy in our game. It's a shame we're not going to be able to level up again before the Masters. We're going to get really close. We're going to level up during the Masters.
And he may need to give this just a little extra.
Okay, I'm going to aim this straight at it.
But otherwise fairly painless.
Straight at it, and it's just missed again. Needed to aim right edge. Unfortunate. But we're still at even par, and it is just not our week. Not our week at Chambers Bay. This is up there though. This must be one of the hardest courses with our current game. On sim, we can't read the grid lines once we're on the green. Like, everything's against us here, and we need to be accurate, and we're not. Okay, is a 3-wood enough? I mean, I'm just going to hit it. I'd rather be short than long anyway. That's gone way left. That's not what I wanted, unless it clears it. No, it's close, but it won't. Back in the sand, and now a birdie is not guaranteed from here. Happy? Why is he like so pleased with every shot he's hitting? That's a bit odd. Right, this is going to come out hot is the problem. Like, I can't really go at the pin. So I think the best I can do is try and catch these slopes and just hope that it comes back. It probably won't. Yeah, it needs to come back off these. Come on, these are really strong slopes around here. No, it hasn't. Stayed all the way up there. And on another scoreable hole, we're possibly not going to get a birdie. The birdie on this par 4. Not going to get it done.
Got it there, but not quite.
Not going to get it done. And this is quite quickly just feels like one of our worst rounds ever. I mean, we're even par.
That one safely in. It's
We're
par
even
here as
par.
well.
We're normally like,
He'll stay right
at the very
where
least,
he
under
is.
par a little bit, you know? I mean, we're only 37th on that leaderboard, though I guess there are only 64 players in this, so it's not a full field.
It doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a
Alright,
central
tee
bunker
shot.
that sort of protects
Should
the
be in the
front end of
fairway,
the screen.
and it will be.
You can
180 yards to this one.
left of that or right of that,
And I'm trying to stay focused on this tournament, but I think I'm already kind of looking forward to the Masters at this point. But this doesn't bode well for it, I've got to say. I think I'm really going to lament not having a little bit more accuracy in our game by the time we get to that. So a lot of it is still going to be up in the air, you know. I'll tell you what isn't going to be up in the air. These underswings on these finesse shots. I have to stop underswinging them. I got a bit lucky there because the distance is pretty good anyway.
That's
But
well played. Now a good look at
I'm not playing for it, you know. I'm not playing for this underswing. I need to get it out of my game.
Slightly downhill so the ball will carry to the hole and just a little right to left.
Right, for another birdie to get to 1. Oh, I just realised Nota PGA said right to left, not left to right. Sorry, Nota. If I heard that, I would have done that. But it's another par. Another par. This is the round. This is a round I'd expect when we didn't have any stats in our game at all. But not where we are now. Then again, I guess this is a course where power doesn't really matter, does it? Like, there's only 2 par 5s, and it's really a lot of the difficulty is from the greens. And I guess we just don't have accuracy. I think accuracy is the thing you want going to this course.
But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
And that one is going to roll down the slope. We've got 111 yards. Can we save something at the end of this? Can we make this a little bit respectable?
His second from the fairway.
Oh, that one's massively overswung instead. Not bad, but that one's actually short, which is surprising. Oh, it's going to roll off to the left. I mean, I feel like the finesses are really difficult to get right, actually. I think, you know, in terms of underswing and overswing, I think it's very specific. I think the chances of getting a perfect are actually really slim. God, we've smashed it. Was that not a really big hill there? Okay, well this one's downhill and this one's definitely going to turn to the right. No, it did where we were, but not by the hole. And this round is going from bad to worse.
Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14.
1 over
He'll drop
at
back
Chambers
to
Bay
1 over par.
with a very difficult string of holes to come. Actually, I say that. Hole 16 is that short par 4. It's the par 3s that are tough here.
You don't want to spend too much time in the trees with
Lovely view, though.
the trees, but part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole.
Okay,
golf
so the
course.
wind is into us, but of course it is really downhill. I'm going to drive it because drives kind of sit down a bit quicker. I'm going to hit a 5 to this one.
Nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make 3.
Direction's decent. Direction's decent, but just like very unlikely for the ball to actually sit where I want it to. And it's going to roll down the hill a little bit. See, despite everything, I feel like this is like the first green we've missed. You know, I feel like the greens in regulation have been really good, but we're just not making anything. Like genuinely, I think that's the first green we've missed. And we're 1 over, which is just insane. Absolutely insane. Gonna save the par on the par 3. But, you know, tournament's pretty much done at this point. We've got 3 more holes. We're way back. We're almost dead last, which we, you know, haven't been there in a really long time. I think one of the majors we almost finished dead last, didn't we? But that was through 4 rounds, and we did at least make the cut. So
And of course, then when you head into this
It was
round,
the very last major we played, we didn't make the cut. That was the only major we haven't made the cut for. That was the Open.
And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed.
And oh god, the name of that course has gone out of my head. Oh, it's right in the front of my mind. I can't think about it. Can't think of it. What is it? I really should remember, but I can't. The one with the railway and the postage stamp. How has the name of that course gone out of my head? Troon, that's it.
Now, that's
all right.
an excellent shot. Inside that 10 feet circle, little long, little left, but still good.
The putter has not been at its best, but this.
Yeah, you're telling me. We get one though. We get a birdie again. The first birdie since hole 2. But they're bookending 2 bogeys and all of that, so we're only even par. Back to 33rd, 2 holes left. As we go to what I think is one of the toughest holes on the course, actually, this par 3. But bogey should be hard to come by. I think it's quite easy to par this. It's just quite difficult to get it close for a birdie, you know? That's not bad, but it is going left. The wind is into me, which is quite favourable. Nice. Okay, it has sat. That's why the wind is favourable, because it means the ball's actually going to sit down. But this one's going to turn left. We know that. The 2 birdies in a row at the end of this round. Oh, we've got it. We go back under par at Chambers Bay. And it is a big shame we're not in contention, because this is a nice little finish. 2 birdies in a row with the final hole, which is this par 5. And if it's a good tee shot, it will be reachable, but it's not an easy tee shot. You have to kind of thread the gap here. And we don't have the accuracy in our game, so it's pretty much just going to be a hit and hope.
It was designed to have fun and test every department in your game.
Oh, that's on a good direction, if it's cleared the bunkers. Oh, it has. There you go. There you go. This is what we wanted earlier. Massive drive. Got 262, and I believe this pin is right at the back where you might be able to use those slopes. Yeah, you just have to go at it. Of course, it is up a hill, so we need to make sure we give it enough. What's a 3-iron? The front is 255. You know what? I think 3-iron is going to make it. And it should roll on a little bit as well. Or is that a bit too ambitious? Should we just 3 with it? You know what? I'm going to 3 with it, because I feel like it'll come off the back. I'm going to dial it back a little bit, but yeah, I think 3 would here will be okay. Gonna maybe a little bit right. Let's just go at it. It's cutting back a little bit. Oh, that's way too hard. That is way too hard. That's not coming back. Oh dear. 3-iron was the club. The hill did not affect it at all. I remember that shot being really uphill, but I guess it was not. I guess it's not, and we have quite a shot to make now. What are the options even? I feel like a pitch or a chip is just not going to stop, so I think this is going to have to be a flop. Happy with the flop shot. Pretty good. Pretty good. That should be close enough for the birdie.
A 4-footer here for birdie.
For birdie on the last. Happy Gilmore gets it in. At least we finish with a flourish. 3 birdies in a row at the end. It's a 68 on a par 70 course. 2 under. Pretty sure that's actually worse than our score here last season, which is disappointing. And yeah, see, 4 under is all we would have needed to finish top 10 there. But yep, that's a 21st position for us. Mark Hubbard wins that one. Leaderboard full of American names at the top, not no other nationalities in sight there. But that is a 21st for us. Quite a disappointing round there at Chambers Bay. We are going to skip Kiowa Golf Resort, the Carolina Open. Have a quick look at who won that one. Tony Finau by the looks of it. There you go. Play off with Lanto Griffin and he comes out on top. But next week, guys, let's get our head back in the game, because we're going to another major and it is the Masters. So yeah, that'll be an exciting one. That will be 4 rounds and I'm looking forward to it. Hope everyone else is as well. That will be happening in a few days, I guess. So remember to leave a like on the video and I'll see you for the Masters in the next one.